What's up YouTube, this is Fragged here coming at you with yet another YouTube video. Today we're talking about a new game. It's called Ironsight. It's available on the PC, it's in its open beta phase, and currently I'm playing Ranked, which is the competitive version of the game. They offer regular matchmaking such as like Team Deathmatch and some other objective-based games, but for this purpose of this video I am playing Ranked. Just want to give you guys a little bit of background on myself as a gamer. I've been playing competitive gaming for a very long time now. I've participated in Electronic Sports League, CEVO, and a few other tournaments. I've even gone as far as doing LAN tournaments and traveling for those. I primarily did professional gaming with Call of Duty 4 and a modification called Pro Mod. If you guys aren't familiar with it, I highly recommend it, although it's fairly dead right now. In fact, the scene is pretty much dead. Most people just do 5 versus 5 scrimmages for fun now. Some similarities and things I wanted to cover with this game is it is similar to actually old school Call of Duties, which is why I've been putting a lot of time into this game. It reminds me very much of like Call of Duty 4, for example. As you can tell, the graphic-wise, it's kind of actually about that era. So the graphics on this are very good, especially for a free game. There's not much you can expect, and the developers are actually making money on this via in-game purchases, things like that. So, in terms of Call of Duty, this game has kill streaks. It also offers weapon customization. As you can see, I'm using like a clear sight on my FAMAS right here. You can get silencers and a range of various attachments that you can do to your firearms, and you can actually pick different types of grenades that you want. If you want to do like something similar to like a bouncing Betty, they do have something like that. And the game also features perks. So similar to Call of Duty, you have perks on the, how do you say it, your character. You can choose to have a faster movement speed. You can choose to have more stamina, as you can see in the bottom right corner. When I'm playing, there will be a stamina bar there. Your sprint time basically is affected by how much stamina you have. So you can choose to have more stamina. You can also choose to have a perk similar to Ninja Pro, which means that your footsteps are much quieter, and actually they're soundless when you're walking. So obviously for competitive, you're going to want different perks than you would for your average Team Deathmatch, because on competitive you're not trying to be heard, and on competitive you can even choose perks to rebuild your health faster after you get shot. So the ranked system so far is pretty good. I've been placed with some of the top players in the world. I was actually in a match versing a player named Jumper, and at the time he's the 10th best player in the world, so I actually did multiple matches versus him. He's not in this game in particular, but I believe that because the game is so new, the matchmaking system has some time before it gets perfected, and that players who are new aren't getting matched with, top 10 players. Fortunately, I was able to hold my own against him, but other players on my team weren't quite up to snuff, which is also kind of a complaint about matchmaking. They do put you through kind of like a few games and they rank you, similar to Overwatch placement. So they kind of place you in a general rank like silver, gold, etc., and that gives you a general idea of how good you are. And from there, they try to matchmake you with opponents who are also on that ranking or similar ranking. The gameplay is generally fast-paced. As you can see, I'm running around the map. I don't know if that's the best way to play the game. Obviously, I like to play more of an aggressive play style. When I was playing Call of Duty professionally, I was assigned as a SMG, so I was a submachine gunner. I would actually, rush into the bomb sites and try to neutralize the opponents. So I generally like to play much faster. I can also play as part of a team and play slower if I have to, which you'll see that in this video too. The key difference is this game, if you notice me firing at opponents, it generally has a longer time to kill enemies. It doesn't feel like that when you're looking at the video, but when you're actually playing the game, it kind of feels almost like too long sometimes to kill an enemy. I think it's a good thing. Shot placement does count on this game a lot. You will shred opponents if you're shooting them in the head versus a leg shot, for example. Some guns do have different damage characteristics, so this FAMAS I'm using, for example, doesn't have the highest damage output, but it does have a fast rate of fire. So for an assault rifle, I actually do like the FAMAS because of my playstyle. Some other players may enjoy some of the other weapons that are available, such as some of the semi-automatic offerings. Other players may benefit from guns that have a higher rate of fire. One of the interesting things that I noticed about the game is that this gun does have truly semi-automatic rifles, and they don't have the ability to toggle onto fully automatic. So when I purchased one of my first assault rifles, it was actually semi-automatic, just because I was okay with the lower rate of fire, but it didn't say anything about that it being truly only semi-automatic. So you do have to be careful in this game. If you are looking at a gun with a higher damage output, it probably is a semi-automatic rifle. For this, I wish I looked at gameplay on YouTube, because guns are expensive in this game. They're typically around the $20,000 mark a piece, and in terms of GP, it takes that a little bit of time to get that back. Overall, the game is very cool. I do like it, especially if it's a free game. I'm going to be playing this a lot more to get a feel for it. I hope to kind of raise my rank in terms of competitive. It is in the open beta phase right now, so the game is not fully developed to my understanding. There may be some more changes to it. The only change that I really could see being beneficial at this point is the pay-to-play aspect of it. There's multiple currencies in this game. They're called like AP, GP, and a couple other things. I don't really like when games have multiple currencies. It just makes it very confusing, even for somebody like me who's been playing video games for a long time now. Hope to see more of this game. I hope to see that more people jump on the competitive wagon. If you guys do have questions about the video game, definitely feel free to leave a comment below. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. But for the remainder of the video, I will let you guys check out the rest of the gameplay. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
Our spy drone